Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. On an early afternoon the tour, Liverpool complete their Far Eastern tour for 2013 with a 3-0 win over Thailand in the Rajamangala Stadium, oh yes, in Bangkok. Goals coming from the key master himself, Philippe Coutinho, Steven Gerrard and Iago Aspas. Let's get stuck straight into some of your Facebook comments. Daniel J. Verschuer says, encouraging signs after half times when Liverpool looked strongest. Coutinho proved once again what a talent he is, but Aspas was looking pretty good as well. Fantastic awareness during assist for Gerrard. Excited for the new season. Yeah, I'm buzzing. Absolutely can't wait. Yeah, I agree with everything you said there. Second half definitely looking stronger. I think the way we started the first half was very, very encouraging. In that we started like a house on fire, loads of movement. Glenn Johnson flying down the right wing as well. Everyone looking to get involved. It was really exciting. But what we probably lacked was just that little bit of cutting edge up front. And that's no disrespect to the work that Iago Aspas and Fabio Borini put in. I know loads of people are going to jump on Borini's back because he's meant to be a centre forward and he's not scoring goals. So fair play from that perspective. But I actually really enjoyed his all-round performance. It was Cout-esque in that way, and if he can continue that, then I think the goals are going to come. But yeah, second half, you had a player like Luis Suarez into the equation. You had Jordan Ibe, who's obviously a lot pacier, a lot more direct, added a little bit more width to the way we were playing. Yeah, second half was great. I said on Twitter, if we'd had Daniel Sturridge starting that game in the first half, I think we'd absolutely wiped the floor with them, because the game looked settled for him. The amount of like little through balls that like Borini just didn't quite have the pace to get to, or Aspas wasn't quite getting to, I think Sturridge would have had an excellent day. But it's what kind of point is that really? Liam Thomas says cameraman was on crack. Yeah, anyone who watched this game, live or as live, will know that basically the director was possibly a smackhead. Just with a close-up fetish and a need to just look at other things when more interesting things were developing on the pitch. For example, the substitute bench, the opposition coach, Brendan Rodgers, looking back at replays. They basically missed Aspas's goal because they were showing a replay of something else. Nice one. Basically, the guy's clearly angling for a job at ITV. Based on that performance. But it's funny because obviously ESPN get loads of stick for that, and LFC TV probably got a load of stick for it as well. Whereas it was clearly like some local Thai television station that have just like looked out in the biggest possible sense of the words by having this game fall into the lap, and have clearly never used any sort of live broadcasting technology before. Something that I'm going to keep my mouth shut on now, because we've got our vision mixing in, so prepare to see all kinds of those similar mistakes from us in the next few weeks. Let's see, who else have we got? Jack Baird says Aspas with 3 goals and 3 assists in 4 games is proving himself to be a steal at the price we got him for. And that Coutinho kid, he's a fucking wizard. He is a fucking wizard. Aspas, it's funny because like 5 minutes before he got his goal, people are saying looks a little bit like Andrea Voronin, oh, he's got no pace, he's got no touch power. I thought he got himself into some dangerous positions. He was dropping deep to link the play. He was sort of doing the job that Suarez sort of did when he came on. I think he let Borini get a little bit further forward. I thought he was good. The thing for me, well, you can't make any black and white judgments. You can't write people off, and you can't say someone's going to be a world beater based entirely upon pre-season football, and that goes for teams, managers, individual players. But I've seen time and time again promising footballers come to Liverpool Football Club and just not quite get a goal in pre-season. They lit the bar, they just come inches away. But Danny Pacheco is what I'm talking about, basically. For years he got his opportunity in pre-season, and although he looked a special talent, he just never did that little thing that was enough to make him break through into the team. And although obviously Aspas is signed as a senior player, he's got in, he's come in, he's got his goals. That means that although they don't count as much as actual league goals and cup goals, proper first team goals, he'll be going into the league campaign with a lot more confidence, knowing that he has found the back of the net in a Liverpool shirt, and I think that bodes very well. Whether he goes on to be a 20 goal a season centre forward, I've got no idea, but that's the kind of monkey that you need to get off your back as early as possible, and at least we know he knows where to be and how to be. And the fact that, as mentioned there, he's setting goals up as well. So, you know, if he gets 10 goals and 10 assists in his first season, that's pretty good for what, £7.5 million or whatever we paid for him. That's a pretty decent return. So I think the future's looking very, very bright for Aspas. Again, considering that perhaps he's not even playing at full fitness, you know, we're playing in difficult conditions, he's training a lot as well. So yeah, no, very, very, very excited to see more of him next season. Alex Reed says, Coutinho is a fucking boss. Like it, Aspas too, clean sheet, 3 goals, quality. You know, Philippe Coutinho's goal, if you've not seen it, go and check it out. If you do yourself one favour today, go and watch that goal and watch it again and again and again and again. It was just glorious. I mean, the touch, it's the first like 2 touches in Pro Evo terms, and I apologise, FIFA boys, maybe you've got an equivalent. It's called the bow foot feint, and he just does it, and he basically, I think it's like their number 12, and he skins him like 7 times, and then basically cuts inside and you think, oh, he's overplayed this, because we've seen Suarez get into those sort of situations before, but it was just a masterclass of just touch and balance, and he creates a little bit of time and space for himself and just slots it in the bottom corner. What a player we've got there. If we can keep him fit and keep him ready and available for all the big games next season, he's going to be a revelation next year. Touch wood, fingers crossed, turn around, touch the ground. 99, 100 and all that. The pre-season game, it was good enough. It wasn't massively entertaining, but that's what we've come to expect from pre-season games. But I think a very nice way to round off the tour. I think the question marks over, have we played teams that are really challenging us to sort of push on? How, from a defensive perspective, have we learned enough from this tour? I'm not convinced about that. We still look a little bit suspect in the very limited times that we have been put under pressure. Although that being said, I thought Simon Mignolet was excellent today. Looked decisive from crosses and corners. Made a fantastic save in the first half as well. Looks just very composed. He reminds me, and it's very early days to be saying this, he reminds me of a young Peter Schmeichel in some ways, and maybe that's just a blonde hair, I don't know, but hopefully he continues that kind of form and he can be a very, very, very solid Liverpool goalkeeper, particularly now that Pepe Reina's gone. He's got no choice but to be. Really. Yeah, I was impressed with everyone. Kolo Touré looks every inch a Liverpool player, throwing his body on the line in the first half. I love having a centre half who's prepared to do that, and having the vision of you know, to see how the players develop and to be able to do that. I thought we'd lack that without Carragher. Having him there definitely seems like a good thing. Anyway, you know, we could talk all day about the individual performances, but ultimately pre-season game, we're going to move on. We're going to have our last show of pre-season on the subscriber show next week on it's going to be coming out Wednesday and Thursday, so please do tune in for that. It's free for a month. Get it checked out. If you were holding on for the new season to start, then start it now. It begins now. But it should be fascinating. It should be very interesting. Obviously, we're rounding up the Far Eastern tour. And looking ahead, obviously looking at this game in a little bit more detail, and looking ahead to the Olympiacos game, Steven Gerrard's testimonial, of course. And then, yeah, we're going to be taking a week's break, and then we're going to be coming back with a shitload of new shows, which we've been filming like crazy over the summer to titillate and excite and everything in between. So do check them out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you're a YouTube subscriber already, then you've done the right thing. If you haven't done that already, click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. Give it a big fucking thumbs up. Yada yada yada. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the subscriber show. If not, I'll see you next week for the Olympiacos. Ta.